The governor of Missouri has issued pardons to both of the McCloskeys. The McCloskeys came into the news last year during the Black Lives Matter protests when protesters entered their neighborhood to go to the house of the mayor of the city of St. Louis. Their neighborhood is a gated private neighborhood, and one in which the protesters broke into a back gate. You can see this gate here, and you can see the property that they ended up on, and this is their house, and you can see this is the famed picture. Here is Mrs. McCloskey there pointing a gun at the protester, and you can see here she's standing there with her finger on the trigger. So charges were pressed by the district attorney for their actions, and they were let off the hook by Missouri's governor. Now, it's a very interesting situation because on the one hand, they were threatening deadly force when they did not know that what was going to happen. But on the other hand, this is in the midst of protests where people were burning down businesses and buildings, some residential, with reckless abandon. So they certainly had the... it would not be unreasonable for them to think that it was possible that their house was going to be burned down. And while the protesters would argue that they were on a public roadway, they clearly broke through this gate here. And what's very interesting is this gate leads directly into their yard. So while you can totally understand the fact that this woman had terrible gun safety, I mean, you're not ever supposed to point a gun at somebody that you do not intend to kill or something that you do not intend to destroy, and you are most certainly not ever supposed to put your finger in the trigger guard on the trigger unless you are sure that you are about to shoot whatever you are pointing that gun at. I also don't think that I would be too thrilled if a mob broke through the metal gate to my backyard and ended up directly on my lawn. Well, I can't tell. I think this could be the front lawn, but this is such a fancy rich person house that I can't really tell. That being said, the couple spoke at the Republican National Convention. They were widely acclaimed by people on the right, and they were widely decried by those on the left. Those on the right claimed that their prosecution was political in nature, while those on the left claimed that they were not being prosecuted hard enough. So, for now, they are off the hook.